Welcome back to the channel, folks. Have you ever found yourself staring at your 457 plan statement wondering, can I roll over this to a Roth IRA? Well, today we're going to answer that question and then some. We'll dive deep into what a 457 plan is, how it compares to a Roth IRA, and whether or not it makes sense to roll over your 457 into a Roth. Spoiler alert, the answer is maybe, but there's a lot more to the story than just checking a box. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, and let's unpack whether this rollover idea is a good fit for you. All right, before we get into the details of Roth IRAs, let's talk about the 457 plan. You might already know this, but for the uninitiated, a 457 is a tax-advantaged retirement account available to employees of state and local governments, as well as certain non-profit organizations. Think of it like a 401k, but it's for government workers and some non-profits. You can contribute pre-tax money into your 457 plan, and like other retirement accounts, that means you won't pay taxes on that money until you start withdrawing it in retirement. It's a nice way to get an instant tax break. Now, if you're lucky enough to be in a 457 plan, you may already know the cool thing about these accounts. Unlike a 401k, a 457 allows you to withdraw money penalty-free once you retire or leave the job, even if you're under 59 and a half. Yes, that's right, no penalty. That's like the VIP pass to early access to your retirement savings. Now let's talk about the Roth IRA, the rock star of retirement accounts. A Roth IRA is a retirement account that allows you to contribute after-tax dollars. And the best part? All your qualified withdrawals in retirement are completely tax-free. Yes, I said tax-free. That means no taxes on your contributions, and even better, no taxes on your earnings. So here's the magic formula. You pay taxes on the money you put in now, but when you take it out in retirement, zero taxes. This is why the Roth IRA is the retirement account everyone talks about when they're dreaming of financial freedom. The tax-free growth and withdrawals can be a game changer, especially if you're planning on living a long, happy retirement. All right, let's get down to the burning question. Can you roll over a 457 to a Roth IRA? The simple answer is yes, you can. But here's the catch. It's a little more complicated than just clicking a button. Here's why. When you roll over a traditional 457 to a Roth IRA, the IRS requires you to pay taxes on the amount rolled over. That's because the 457 plan is pre-tax and the Roth IRA is after-tax. It's like going from the tax-deferred side to the tax-free side, and you've got to pay the piper, aka the IRS, before you can enjoy those sweet, sweet tax-free withdrawals later. For example, if you have $100,000 in your 457 plan and you roll it into a Roth IRA, you'll pay taxes on that $100,000 in the year of the rollover. That can be a big chunk of change. So it's something you definitely need to plan for. The IRS will want its share right then and there. Okay, so now that we've talked about the what, let's discuss the why. Why would you want to do this rollover in the first place? There are a few good reasons that might make this a smart move. Tax-free withdrawals in retirement. As we just mentioned, once the money is in your Roth IRA, you get tax-free withdrawals on both the contributions and the earnings. If you expect to be in a higher tax bracket in the future, or if taxes go up nationwide, having tax-free income in retirement is like finding a hidden treasure chest. No required minimum distributions, RMDs. With a 457, you'll have to start taking RMDs at age 73, but with a Roth IRA, there are no RMDs for the original account holder. That means more control over when and how much you withdraw. Great for managing your income in retirement. Better investment options. Roth IRAs typically offer a broader range of investment options than a 457 plan, which can be a game changer for growing your wealth. You get access to more individual stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and even ETFs. Basically, you can customize your portfolio to your heart's content. leave a legacy. Since Roth IRAs don't have RMDs during the account holder's lifetime, you can let the money grow longer, which could be a huge benefit for leaving a tax-free inheritance to your heirs. Now, while a Roth IRA is pretty amazing, there are a few downsides to rolling over your 457 plan. Let's talk about the potential cons. The tax bill. This is the big one. When you do the rollover, the amount you move from your 457 to your Roth IRA will be taxed as ordinary income. If you have a large balance, this can result in a big tax bill for the year. And depending on your income level, it could push you into a higher tax bracket, which means even more taxes to pay. Short-term cash flow concerns. If you don't have the cash available to cover the taxes, you might need to liquidate other assets or pull money from somewhere else. This can create some short-term liquidity issues that could hurt your overall financial picture. Complexity. Rolling over a 457 to a Roth IRA is not as simple as a regular rollover between two like accounts. You'll need to work with your financial advisor, plan for the tax impact, and possibly even deal with some administrative hurdles. It's not something to rush into without careful thought and planning. So should you roll over your 457 to a Roth IRA? The answer depends on your unique situation. If you're close to retirement, have a large 457 balance, and are already in a lower tax bracket, a rollover might make sense. The tax-free withdrawals later on could be well worth it. However, if you're in a high tax bracket or have a significant 457 balance that would push you into an even higher tax bracket, it might be worth considering other options. You might want to spread the rollover over several years to avoid getting hit with a massive tax bill in one year. At the end of the day, it's about balancing immediate tax implications with the long-term benefits of tax-free retirement income. All right. Now that you know all about 457 rollovers and Roth IRAs, what's your next move? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more retirement tips and financial advice. And hey, do you know someone else who's thinking about rolling over their 457? Share this video with them so they can make an informed decision too. Thanks for watching, and remember, planning for retirement doesn't have to be confusing. Take it one step at a time, and you'll be on your way to a more secure financial future. Catch you in the next video.